there he is, off in the distance, watching. Likely reassuring himself that I won't scuttle our plan while his back is turned. An unfounded concern, I'm happy to say. In my line of work, it doesn't pay to turn on one's compatriots without cause, or at least, it doesn't pay in this case anymore. All of which is to say, as far as Mando is concerned, I'm willing to let bygones be bygones. Ah, Mando, what a pleasure it is to see your face again. Ah, so to speak. I trust your scouting mission was productive then? 2 scout troopers by the gate, scanning chain codes. You're back early. That I am, forgive me, but I felt I should take the time to make a few common sense preparations to better sell our ruse. Right, such as? Your skepticism does you credit, Mando, but I assure you, it's quite unnecessary. Take a look at this. Let's send Greef Karga to show what he's been up to. See? Just a few minor modifications to your bounty puck data and voila! Cara Dune is now clearly listed as your captor. Wouldn't have taken you for a slicer. Well, since I'm the one who processed the data on your bounty puck in the first place, I can't say it was a challenge. Right. Come now, don't take it personally. The price was already on your head, I just did the data work. Now, Mando, we could argue for hours about who put the contract out on whom, or we could focus on the task at hand. Falsifying your puck is only the beginning. If we want those Imperials to believe us, we'll need to get our story straight. Fair point. Or at least straight enough to get in range of the client. Precisely. So, in case it comes up, how and where exactly should we say Cara came to capture you? Let's send Greef Karga and Mando to settle on a story. Now, what about that extraction job you mentioned with Rancer Malk's crew? There might be the kernel of a story there. Yes, maybe Cara caught wind of your involvement through some source or other, tracked you to their space station, and... won't work. Oh, why not? No space station. Not anymore. Ah, you do have a certain talent for tying up loose ends, don't you? Fine, forget the prison ship then. Surely there's some recent exploit of yours that could have piqued Cara's attention? You'll have to help me out here. After all, if I'd known where you were these past weeks, I'd have brought you in myself. Funny. Alright, I'd have sent a much better informed hunter to bring you in for me, but the point still stands. Guess it does. Give me a minute, I'll come up with something. Let's build the Sandcrawler. Well, there was the time I raided the Sandcrawler, back on Erfala 7, but that's perfect, let's use that. Kara spoke to the Jawas on that crawler, say, and they let slip a crucial piece of intel. You can't be serious. That was before Kara and I even met. Well, if you attacked a colossus like that single-handed, you'd have made a long-lasting impression. You know how Jawas talk. I really don't, actually. Just ask Quill. Fair warning though, he won't buy your story either. Have faith, Mando. Kara tracked you from that sand crawler to your eventual capture. It's as believable a tale as any other. Though, we'll likely have to massage the details a bit. Why don't you recount the whole experience as thoroughly as possible? Okay, I tried a shot to the crawler's exhaust port first. No effect. So I got a handhold just above the treads, and ha! A bold ploy, but I'd expect no less of you. Now, if I could just expand on that theme a little. Let's send Mando into the sand crawler. There you are, in single combat atop a speeding crawler, and boom! Your opponent disarms and incapacitates you in one blow. Weeks later, Cara Dune would recover your shattered weapon from the scene, the very clue that would lead to your No. What? Why not? I don't leave weapons behind, and you have me losing to one Jawa. One Jawa with an extremely large vibro lance, and excuse me for at least trying to make the tale dramatically satisfying. I don't plan to. That's not how the crawler's job went down at all, not even close. Well, I'd remind you that accuracy isn't exactly our aim here, but fine. Tell it your way. I tried to, but... Fine, I'll try again. This time, let me talk. Let's send Mando into the sand crawler. By the time I came to, they were long gone. All I could do was double back and check the damage to the ship. Not to belabor a point, but am I right in observing that you were defeated by a Jawa atop the crawler? Jawas! More than one, with iron blasters. They caught me off guard. Oh, well, that explains it then. I'm sure the client will be delighted to hear all about how you... Look, if we're saying Kara's the one who caught me, let's have her come up with a story. And where is Kara Oh dear, I'm afraid there's a significant gap in the data beginning at precisely that point. Perhaps it's for the best. I abhor heated altercations of that sort. I hesitate to admit it, but reviewing that data card has piqued my curiosity somewhat. What precisely happens next? Allow me to search the data for additional mentions of Cara Dune. Perhaps that will lead to something more definitive. Let's welcome Cara Dune.